my darlings, hope you're all doing well. Blessed to be here, and welcome to this reading where we're going to be finding out how and when you're going to be meeting the love of your life. 3 options for today's reading. Option number 1 with an amethyst, option number 2 with this lovely labradorite, and option number 3 with this blue lapis lazuli heart. See which one you're mostly drawn to, don't overthink it, and let's go ahead and begin. Lovely option number 1. If you guys were drawn to the amethyst, hi and welcome to your reading. Get comfy. Let's go ahead and take a look at how and when you guys are going to be meeting the love of your life. Let's see what the cards have to say. My lovely overthinkers, I salute you. Alright, my darlings, honestly, you guys are overthinking things at this particular moment. Even before we get into your reading of how and when you guys are meeting the love of your life, the cards are like, darling, stop overthinking things, right? So in order to kind of invite love, let love into your life, they're asking you to get more into your heart space, okay? So getting out of the logic, getting out of previous experiences, because they're kind of saying that you tend to, in one way or another, what's the word? Give me a second, the word completely skipped my mind. I'm not the thinker today. But you guys tend to kind of take your old relationships, and every new person you meet, it's like the old person is acting as a reference point for whatever reason. You tend to compare them. And they're saying that this is something that you shouldn't do, because when the love of your life comes into your life, they're going to be very, very, very different to everybody you have dated and met before. And it's very important to let this thinking part, especially the one that overthinks, especially the one that creates negative scenarios, to let it go, to go into your heart space. Leave the part that's going to be able to see red flags and critically analyze everything. Obviously, leave that part, you will need it. But the part of you that overthink things and tends to, again, compare the new people to your exes and the people you have known, it needs to go bye-bye. Okay. Okay, option number 1, my darlings. You are somebody who can't let go of a particular person or a particular situation. You keep asking yourself why. And it's subconsciously, you know what it's doing to you, my dears? It's making you go for people who are very similar to your exes, so that you will get the answers as to why the certain person behaved that way. I swear, honestly, guys, if here you've been thinking why you're still single, why you can't find somebody, it's because you subconsciously try to recreate a particular scenario. Your conscious mind is letting you know that, okay, this type of person isn't for me. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's almost like you are contradicting yourself. And it might be acting as a big block to you getting more out there, getting to know new people, new type of people, new environments, all of those. It's making you hard to trust again, and it's making it very, very difficult for you guys to believe in true love. So you believe in it, yes, but then when it kind of tries to come close to you, that overthinker part of you takes charge, and it all doesn't go according to plan. All right, back to how and when you are going to meet the love of your life. Here the fates are coming in. They're saying, well, we are going to come in and make it happen. Okay, this is quite interesting, because it does feel like you and your, I want to say future spouse for a lot of you, even if you decide to get married or if you don't decide to get married, this person is going to feel like your spouse. Yeah. The fates are going to interfere over here. And it's actually going to be one of the most honest and loyal relationship you guys have ever been in. Funny, I just mentioned loyal and the card of loyalty came through. A lot of you guys, you just have this energy of feeling orphaned, of feeling left, of not getting enough love from your mother and father, and this is influencing you very, very strongly. It's funny how I'm doing reading on one topic, but it's almost like you have this beautiful story that's quite tragic and you have nobody to talk to about it. So you're kind of trying to talk to me now. You're trying to talk to me through the cards and you're trying to tell others through the cards. So what the cards are suggesting over here is speak your truth. Say this story to somebody, let it be heard. If you have nobody who wants to hear it, who can hear it, write it down. But you need to get it out of your system. You, honestly guys, it's here like it feels like you're not only missing love, but you're also missing some really strong bonds when it comes to friendships and maybe people you can really talk to. And cards keep saying that the person who is the love of your life, you're going to be able to really trust them and open up to them, because here they are redefining the standards of loyalty. Another important thing, guys, that's coming here through over here when it comes to you and the love of your life is that quite possible you have the potential to become a power couple, because there's a power couple dynamic, and it does feel like your future spouse is going to have a lot of similar features to you. So, you know, it could be the eye color, it could be the hair color, it could be maybe coming from exactly the same place. All right. But what I'm feeling over here when it comes to meeting your future spouse, I'm getting number 37 coming through is important, 35, 5, and 7. So some of you guys could have been born on the 7th, you guys could be 37, you guys could be 35, born on the 5th or in March. So what I'm seeing over here as to how you guys are going to meet your future spouse, it has a lot to do with the place that is going to be near to the sea, near to the ocean. So for quite a few of you, if you live in an area that's next to the sea, next to the ocean, it could be there. Right? If you are living nowhere close to the sea, to the ocean, they're telling me that this could be a holiday. Now, this could be, guys, a boat ride. This could be a cruise ship. This could be being on a beach. It has a lot to do with water. For some of you, I'm seeing very specifically, you guys are going to go hiking up in the woods or wherever, and there's either a lake or a waterfall where you're going to be meeting your future spouse. It's quite interesting. All right, let me get more details over here. Oh, my lovely option number 1. The cards just keep saying how much you are afraid of the real thing. How much you are afraid of the real thing. I don't know if there was a third-party situation, but every deck I pick up, it's almost like you want me to hear your story. You want me to explain, like you want to explain something over here, how afraid you are. You want to be heard. So I don't know if there was a third-party situation where somebody literally hurt you so much. It's difficult for you to even envision that like relationships could be different. So I'm going to try this again. I might be missing somebody very strongly. Look at this. The marriage card just wanted to show up. It wanted to show up. The same cards. Third party situation, broken heart. somebody who promised you a lot, but ended up just either using you or just using you as a trophy, something along the lines. Difficult for you to trust. But I am seeing, guys, that you have the potential to be in a long-term relationship, very long-term relationship with somebody who's going to value you, your worth, your value. So back to how. What I'm seeing, they just keep hinting at the fact that there's going to be a lot of water surrounding you, that your future spouse is going to be with a group of friends, because they're showing me the Three of Cups, they're showing me other people over here, two people, three people. And I think they're going to come up and just strike up a conversation, as simple as that. Because I do feel for you, my lovely option number one, first, when it comes to your future spouse, there is going to be a story of friendship. Right? Because you need to go into the relationship very, very easily without getting scared, without trying to sabotage it, without trying to overthink it, right? And I do feel that you guys are just going to bond as friends first. Yes, there is going to be chemistry, but again, guys, the universe, the fates, they're like, we're going to do everything to really ease you into this relationship so that you feel safe. So that you feel strong enough, so that you believe again. Yeah, and by the way, your future spouse, the person who you're going to spend, I want to say the rest of your life with, honestly, over here, they're going to be very, very generous when it comes to gifts. Their love language is going to be gifts, one of them anyways, right? I'm also seeing cuddles. I know it's not an official love language, but, you know, physical intimacy, cuddles, all of that touchy-feely stuff. You might think you don't like it, but trust me, with the right person, it just hits different. And this is what I'm seeing. So they're going to strike up a conversation as simple as that. You exchange numbers or you exchange Insta, and then you start talking, and then this person becomes your friend, and you guys are going to be marrying your best friend over here. And honestly, a wealthy, wealthy life. So if you're struggling financially a little bit, or maybe things aren't going as well as you would want them to, money-wise, they're telling me that things are going to improve. Now then, let's come to the scary part for you, my lovely option number one, and see when this could be happening. When could you finally be meeting the one who's very different? And I'm hearing somebody who's very calm, by the way. Maybe you need somebody who's calm and who can be predictable. Maybe predictability for you equals safety. So it's coming through is important. Maybe you had to deal with a lot of impulsive people and you don't like that. You don't like that. Okay. Let me see when this could be happening. Again, we have the fates. Okay, for a lot of you, I see number 10 is coming through is important. This could be happening within the next 10 months. This could be happening in October. Stop resisting it. The card is saying stop resisting it. You got a good one coming. A good one coming. But yeah, my darlings, honestly, 10 months, 10, 11 months. Because they're not giving me any more numbers over here. They're literally giving me 10 and like give or take a couple of months over here. Okay, that's what I see for you, my lovely option number one. Open yourselves up to love. It's there, it's coming, it's possible, it's safe. All right, if you guys are up for a personal read, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. Check my Patreon page out and take good care of your fantastic selves now. Bye. My lovely option number two. Hi and welcome to your reading, guys. Get comfy, get excited. Let's find out how and when you're going to be meeting the love of your life. What are going to be the circumstances? What are going to be the energies surrounding the meeting? Let's see what the cards have to say. Ooh, hello. Okay, a lot of you guys love dancing, singing. There's something about you getting very comfortable with your body at this particular moment, maybe working on your body, learning to love your body, to accept your body a lot. And why this card came through? Because it's incredibly important. And the reason why is because you guys are getting your confidence back at this particular moment. So I don't know if you're working with a nutritionist, if you guys are working out, or if you guys are just learning to love every little scar and stretch mark on your amazing body. Okay, that brings you back to balance. And this is very, very important when it comes to meeting your future spouse or the love of your life. Why? Because it's a healing journey. How very interesting. Okay, so I'm going to say this, guys. Not everybody is meant to look the same, have the same standards. But here what I'm getting is that you might have had a lot of self-esteem issues that have to do with your body, that have to do with the way that you look, or your age or experience or background, whatever, right? And this is so, so interesting. Because this is a major part of your healing that helps you understand what isn't for you. What isn't for you. And here what I'm seeing, once you realize what isn't for you, you're going to be able to translate this into your relationship. And honestly, just brush away people, situations, thoughts that have nothing to do with you. You're like, it's not for me. Another thing that's coming through very strongly, guys, is that you normally would go for people who play games, right? And here you're like, F it, I'm not playing. Like before, maybe you thought you needed to win. Now you're like, I'm not playing. I'm not playing games anymore. Bye. See ya. Yeah. So this is going to clear up a lot of energy. A lot of energy. Come to the edge. Again, we have somebody dancing. Okay. So let me say this, my dears. I do feel that you are meeting the love of your life in a place that have something to do with dancing, wellness. Okay, so for some of you, it's a yoga studio, it's a gym, it's a facility that they're showing me something that's mixed. You know, you have those health centers, so it's not a hospital, but it's somewhere, some place where maybe you go to physiotherapy, you know, something like to make your body feel better. It could be a massage, it could be a spa, it could be yoga, it could be Pilates, it could be weightlifting, it could be a dance studio, right? So there's a lot of energy that's coming through like this. Okay, let's get more information. Yeah, for some of you it's like a meditation studio. Because I'm hearing singing bowls, I'm hearing like a place of peace. It's quite interesting because for some of you, I hear the music banging really loud and you're motivated and you're sweating. For others of you, I'm hearing that, you know, you're listening to singing bowls and you're meditating and you're trying to, yeah, I don't know, do the face, the dog facing downwards, something along the lines. You're doing some magical with your body, right? And it's quite interesting for some of you. I don't know if there's a place next to you opening up or maybe going to open up that has something to do with rock climbing, indoor rock climbing. For some of you, a very specific message came through and you're meeting the love of your life there. Maybe you fall on top of one another, I don't know. But something fun, something, it's like a meeting through something fun and something curious. Maybe it's like some sort of funny misunderstanding, you know, but it's cute. It's like a meet cute in movies. Like something goes a little bit wrong and then you both laugh at it. Or like your future spouse, like the love of your life, makes some sort of joke and you really find it hilarious. And then the conversation starts flowing. It's beautiful. It's like in the place where you go for here and now. For some of you, you might be going there after either losing your job and needing to kind of restore your strength, restore your nervous system. Maybe like for some of you, it's like something that didn't work out with your house. But I'm not seeing anything too dramatic, you know, because you guys, you're learning to deal with life as it comes. You're learning, like, I'm really proud of you. I want to say, and your spiritual team is very proud of you, because whatever life throws at you, you're like, I'm fine, I'm poised, I'm balanced, I'm cool. And you deal with the stress, you deal with whatever life throws at you in such a beautiful and graceful way. For some of you, you might be recovering after being not well, after being unwell for quite some time. For quite a few of you, I'm seeing that the love of your life has something to do with construction. So either they work in a construction, either they have something to do with building security, security, cyber security, some sort of company that provides construction materials or something like this. This could also be interior design for some of you. Especially if you're looking at ladies, I am seeing like somebody who's very good when it comes to arranging and rearranging things and creating a very beautiful atmosphere. And wow, yeah, very impressive. But it has something to do with buildings. It has something to do with either, you know, we could have real estate agents over here as well. Gorgeous. And the meeting is going to be lucky because it's either like going to be your first time going there or their first time going there. Or, you know, sometimes you would go normally at the same time. You would go there at 6, for example. But this day you decide to go there an hour earlier or vice versa. But it's something where afterwards, when you're going to be talking to your person, you'll be like, oh my God, I almost missed you. Like, you know, if I would have just left an hour earlier or that an hour later, we would have never met. But the truth is, over here, obviously, you're supposed to meet. Oh, that's gorgeous. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at when the meeting could be taking place. And give me a time now that we know the place. Okay, so we're starting over here with 6 months and we're ending it with 8 months. 6 to 8 months. And once again, how very interesting. They're showing me a place where you go repeatedly to get some sort of result. You pay for this place, a place that has to do with wellness, a place that offers a large variety of things, and a place where you rebuild your strength. Physical, mental, emotional. So they're kind of confirming exactly what the other oracle was saying. Okay, you know what? Let me take a look at your person really quickly. Let me see. Get a little bit of extra information over here. They've lost all hope to find you. Oh, my darling. They've lost all hope. And it's funny how I was talking about losing a job, because it may be them who lost their job and they're kind of getting back on track by going to the gym or meditating or doing whatever, just so that they can get this feeling of stability and groundedness. It feels like they're a little bit younger than you are, and they have a very romantic streak. Oh, especially for my ladies who dance, they're like, oh, I'll always choose you. I'll always choose you. Because I'm seeing, like, you know, you might be in a place where there's loads of beautiful people, all in their own way, but they always choose you. And they will miss you terribly. They'll miss you terribly, and you know what? The love of your life is actually, guys, don't tell them I said so, but they are going to, at least for some time, wonder if they measure up to you, because literally they're going to see you like on another level. And they're going to be really worried that you might dismiss them, that you might tell them to go, to go away, to go away and feed the swans without you. But no, it doesn't feel like this is what's going to happen, because it feels like in your partner's eyes, you're going to be very beautiful, very popular, and they'll be worried. They'll be like, oh my God, am I going to lose them? But it doesn't look that way, guys. It doesn't look that way, that they're going to lose you, because it feels like you guys are falling in love over here. Head over heels. Yeah, look at this. They're like, I'm worried. I'm worried. Can I give them everything that they want? The answer is yes. They might be a little bit shy, by the way, approaching you. A little bit shy approaching you. But then it's like you warm up to each other. You warm up to each other really nicely. A lot of strength, a lot of Leo energy coming through. The strength came through again. The Six of Pentacles came through again. You're also meeting somebody who's very generous with their resources. Because in one way or another, this is another important thing. They're telling me in one way or another, you guys are going to help them get back on track. Either by motivating them, either by believing in them, either just by being there. It's going to be enough for them. All right, my lovely, option number 2, that's what I have for you, my dears. Hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. If you're up for a personal read, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. And of course, do check my Patreon page out as well. All right, guys, take care of your fantastic selves now. Bye. My fantastic blue hearts. Hi and welcome to your reading, my dears. And get comfy. Let's go ahead and take a look at how and when you're meeting the love of your life. That one and only, that ultimate boo, your soulmate, your twin flame, however you want to refer to them. The main thing is that you're going to love them and they will love you. Hello, my lovely flexibles. Ooh, I have some yoga lovers over here, don't I? All right, but even if it's not about yoga, my darlings, here they're telling me that you guys are actually opening up to different possibilities, and this is going to play an important role in you meeting the love of your life. Maybe before you were very set in your ways, and now you're starting to see things from a slightly different perspective. Right? That allows you to be more open to different things. Let's see what's important. Some of you might have quit your corporate job lately, or you're planning to, or you're realizing that something that you've been doing to earn money doesn't give you the satisfaction that you need, that you want. So literally for some of you, I'm seeing that you might even be thinking about changing not only your careers, but where you live as well. Very brave. But honestly, they're saying that you're meeting your future spouse, you're meeting the love of your life during a time where you're rethinking everything. Because a lot of you, you're like, okay, so I got the money, I got the job, am I happy? Nope. Okay. And you're like, yeah, I need to do something else. Yeah, so you are like, I need something that gives me peace. Maybe you have a very high paying job, but it's just very stressful, and you're like, nah, you know what, my peace of mind is much more expensive. It's actually priceless. All right. And you're going to go out into the world offering your gifts. This is very interesting, because I do see that a lot of you, my lovely option number 3, you're incredibly talented at something, right? Whether it has something to do with music, videos, acting, producing, it doesn't matter what it is. Painting, creating papier-mâché figures, it does not matter. What matters is that you're opening up to receiving the gift of you, the talent, and you're like, okay, you know what, I want to share it with the world. And it might be a little bit of a risk that you're going to take, but it feels like this is something that you need. Okay. Masculine energy is being very strongly activated over here. And you know why? Because a lot of you, you're healing your relationships with your father. And that heals the divine masculine, both in women and in men. Gets you out of repeating the same story over and over again. And gets you into the energy of feeling blessed, feeling good like you should. Loving it. So far, so good. So far, so good. Alright, so how do you actually meet the love of your life? TikTok. Okay. So this is interesting because what they're showing me a square that has a large clock on it. Okay, give me more. This is very specific. Option number 3, you have a very, very specific message. I'm going to see if another one comes through, but for now I'm going to read this one. You're meeting your future spouse on some sort of square where there's a large clock and there might be some sort of tower that you can go up to the top of. And this is such a chance meeting. It will feel like such a chance meeting because they're showing me a stairway that might be round like this. And you are, it's either that you're going up or you're going down, and they're showing me like you meeting. And it's either they say something to you or you feel the need to say something to them. It's like, you know, like, oh, the view is really nice or something like this, guys. And you decide to talk to this person because your eyes meet and you feel that instant connection. You know, when you see somebody, it's very rare, incredibly rare. But sometimes you see somebody and you like, your eyes lock and you smile and you like, I gotta say something, I gotta do something. And this is what it feels like. You meet there. For some of you, it's some sort of temple with a clock. I don't know what it is. But anyways, they keep showing me it has a large clock on it. A staircase that goes round. And you talk. And it's either that they wait for you afterwards or they follow you or they're like, oh, okay, I'll get a second look. Do you know what I mean? It's like both of you try to do everything not to let each other go, but also not to seem desperate or weird or clingy or whatever. And it might seem to others a little bit awkward, maybe to you as well, because it's so out of character for you to do something like this, and it's also so out of character for them to do something like this. But the thing is, over here, you connect. It's like the fates bring you together and you connect and it's instant. Instant. You guys don't become friends. You guys become lovers straight away. Yes, of course, you guys are going to be friends. Yes, of course, there's a deeper connection. But there's no time period where you're like, okay, let's be friends first. No, because here, the romance, the passion, the desire, the connection is there from the beginning. It's just something that activates within you. And it's weird and it's odd. And maybe some of you, you've been asking, how will I know that this is my love, the love of my life? Or how will I know this is my future spouse? You will know, honestly. Something within you, it's like a light switch. It's like you've been an autopilot all this time and this person comes into your life and it's different. It's like everything switches on. And you're like, oh, okay, what's going on? What's going on? Some of you might be 25, some of you might be 36. Also, I need to mention that for quite a few of you guys, you and your future spouse, there's going to be a big difference when it comes to your age. It's not going to play any role whatsoever, but don't let that scare you. They're telling me there might be a very big difference when it comes to your age. But it's either you look younger, they look younger. It doesn't matter. you still connect and it doesn't play a role. Okay, let me see if there's a message for somebody else. Okay. Okay, so there is a message for somebody else. If that story with the tower and the square and the clock didn't resonate with you, I'm getting a very strong energy, and this is going to be especially relevant to those of you who want to work in publishing, who love reading books, love bookstores, because here for some of you I'm getting you guys meeting your the love of your life at a bookstore. Coming in there looking for the newest, I don't know, Dan Brown or whomever, and so does your future spouse, and you start talking over a book, right? Because here I'm just literally seeing books, I'm smelling the old books, the new book smell as well is coming through. So, you know, it's a very interesting bookstore. It might have like a little cafe next to it or in it, and you would just guys end up bonding over a particular book. Happy, happy. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the timing. How interesting. It's like two readings in one for you, option number 3. But you know, if you're closely connected to books, if you're writing a book, if you're thinking about working in publishing, this is your story. Okay. Timing. Show us. Show us the timing. Hello, women. What do we have to do with the timing? Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. Okay, I see. This is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to do it. So for those of you who resonated with the story of the clock, the tower, the staircase, this is going to be your timing. For those of you who resonated with meeting the love of your life in a coffee shop, in a bookstore, this is going to be your timing. They want me to split it. They like split it. Okay, fair enough. So, my darlings, those who are meeting the love of your life on a square somewhere, your timing is coming through very, very soon. I could say a couple of months. A couple of months. I don't know if you're planning to go somewhere, if it's going to be spontaneous. A couple of months. Ace of Wands is a very fast-moving energy. Couple of months, nine weeks. Up to 9 weeks over here. And this is your soulmate. 6 to 9 weeks, guys. Very, very soon. Okay. My book lovers, let's take a look at your timing. Okay, guys, for some of you, this is going to be somebody from the past. Somebody coming back from the past. How very interesting. And for those of you who don't want to do anything with the past, we're talking about 5 to 8 months. 5 to 8 months. And you might be looking for a book for some sort of course, by the way. For some sort of course or a new hobby. But I'm getting some sort of X energy over here. So if your X has something to do with Taurus, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Capricorn, and this could be your X. Okay. This is where I'm going to end your reading, my lovely option number 3. Hope you enjoyed it and it resonated. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you are up for a personal reading, send me an email. The email is in the description box below. And also there you will find the link to my Patreon with over 100 exclusive videos, additional discounts on personal readings, and much, much more. So make sure to check it out. Alright, my darlings, take care of your fantastic selves now. Bye.